This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience.
Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. Boy, am I excited to talk to you about this little creature here that I'm going to test, unbox, and discuss with you. We are talking Guerlain, and have a little unboxing to share with you and to discuss a couple of things because it's an interesting topic about brands and how they work and how good some how they treat their consumers in some cases, how good they can be and how bad they can be. So, this already smells divine out of the bag. So let me tell you. First, thumb up this video and subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. You can also push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well. Thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a virtual live audience because I live stream every Saturday. So join me every Saturday for the live stream and partake in the chats. My co-chatters, co-reviewers, and co-unboxers are with me here in the chats. So I hope you're going to enjoy with me in the comments your opinions on this particular topic. And also, don't forget, I just today, as I'm filming, launched my brand new merch. You have here the Super Dacob merch. You can find it at, well, in the on the shelf underneath this video, but also you could find it all under www.superdacob.com. I've also partnered with Amazon, so you can also get my merch on Amazon. A selected few pieces also available on Amazon. So check that out. You guys, let me talk to you about Guerlain for a second. I know that usually, you know, Guerlain is Guerlain. We love Guerlain. It is one of the most famous historic perfume houses out there, but I also am aware of the fact that on my main channel, when we talk about Guerlain, focal interests are somewhere else. Usually it's Hermes, it's Chanel, and other topics connected to luxury. So truth be told, this video might end up on my perfume channel, Essence-tially Dacob, instead of ending up on the main YouTube channel, Super Dacob. So either way, no matter where it ends up, I hope you're going to watch it because it's really interesting to talk about how consumers are treated. Now, by saying this, for my birthday, actually the day before my birthday, I went to Guerlain, to a counter, and I wanted to get Liu, which you could hear the whole story on my Liu video. I've, you know, in the card section up above, you could see, you could go follow the link to watch my review of Liu, but I'm going to post the link in the description box down below as well. And then the shade with Liu copying Chanel No. 5 or not. But of course, so the lady at the counter wrote my name down, put me in their system, and gave me a wonderful present because I told her it's going to be my birthday and what have you. And then basically 2 days, the next day on my birthday, already Guerlain sent me, sorry you guys, I need to drink some water. Guerlain sent me a happy birthday email, which, you know, me being a customer of Chanel for like, I don't know how many years anymore, they didn't even send me an email to say happy birthday. But then here's this brand, I just bought one perfume from them officially from their stand, you know, not some other perfumery, but from the Guerlain. And like, bam, happy birthday. And then 2 days after that, I get another email asking me, would I like to partake in a masterclass in a perfumery / experience of the new Aqua Allegoria. Actually, in Italian we say Allegoria, but they say Allegoria. Perfume launch and a masterclass in perfume bouquet making with flowers, with summer flowers from the meadow, all natural, and also flowers that inspired our perfumers to create the new Aqua Allegoria collection. I was like, damn! For one perfume, for purchasing one perfume, already get that. It's like, yes, I'm interested, of course. They're like, okay, thank you. Please send us your address because we would like to send you a little gift package. And we would like to send you also a bouquet of flowers. And then we would like to invite you to this digital class. It's going to be held live, where we're going to go through the perfumes together. And then we're going to have a florist present who is going to make this bouquet together with you. And I was like, wow, how sweet of them. So I gave them my address. And then, you know, one day before the actual event, this box arrived. And then the actual day of the event, the perfume bouquet arrived. Perfect timing. I opened this and I'm like, okay, what's in here? And what is in here, oh, I always keep hitting the mic, sorry you guys. It's just too close to me. Okay. So what's inside? Oh wait, actually, took these little babies out already, but okay, I can show you what's inside here now. I put them back in. So, you know, when you lift this little thing, inside you have the two brand new launches of Aqua Allegoria, they want to call it, but I mean, it is Allegoria, but okay. So the right pronunciation in Italian would be Allegoria, but since Aqua is spelled in a Latin, you could maybe say classic Latin pronunciation is Allegoria. But anyway, so these are the brand new ones, and then we got two that have already been in rotation. So anyway, these two, just to test them out. And then they sent me a little lollipop that is actually made in France. It's like a honey that has been dried out with flowers and plants from the French meadows. And basically you're supposed to take this paper off, peel the plastic off, peel the paper off, and then you dip this honey into tea. And then it melts in the tea. And then you get this gorgeous little tisane. It's to die for. So this is a little bit just to like experience a little bit the flavor of the perfume, of the flowers used in the perfumes. So you get to taste in part how the perfumes smell. And then they also gave me these little cards, these little paper blotches to, look how cute this one is with the bee. They gave me these perfume paperlets to spray the, you know, to test the samples in case I didn't want to spray them on my skin. Okay. And then the day of the actual masterclass, the bouquet arrived. So I've shown on Instagram, on my Instagram profile, the flowers when they arrived, how they were just all, you know, put together. And here now I can show you, it's been a day and a half already, so they are slowly withering, but this is my little tiny bouquet. Isn't this adorable? So you guys, I mean, this is Guerlain's bouquet of flowers. This is the kind of the combination that I made for myself. And a really interesting thing that I learned about these little flowers is that, so these are all the flowers that they use in the perfumes. Well, not all of them. Not all of these things are flowers, obviously. There's also lavender, but the lavender was too short, so I placed the lavender somewhere else. The lavender smells divine, by the way. But anyway, so a lot of these perfumes, a lot of these flowers are used in perfumes, not all of them. And something very interesting that I learned from the, wait, I don't want to tilt it too much because I don't want the water to spill. So they are a little bit withering. It is also too hot for these poor plants. So, you know, it's been 2 days, okay? So they are kind of losing a little bit of their luster. I am washing them every day at the bottom here, and I am giving them new water every day. So one thing that I learned about the bouquet, one thing that I learned about the bouquet making is that the first thing the florist told me was, Dacob, you have to pluck off as many leaves as possible. I know you're going to think you shouldn't do this. It looks terrible. If you do that, it's not good for the plant. The plant needs the leaves. The plant needs to be as natural as possible. But trust you me, if you want your flowers in the bouquet, in the vase, to last as long as possible, you don't want to have too many leaves there because the leaves are going to suck out all the water and they're going to kind of kill the actual flower sooner. And trust you me, once you put the bouquet together, all those leaves, you won't even see them. So now when you take just one plant on its own and it has all those leaves and you pluck them, it looks like it's naked, the actual flower, but it's not when you put everything together. And boy, was she right, because as you can see here, I mean, I had like a full bag full of leaves after I plucked them. And mind you, this was supposed to look super natural. It's not supposed to look like this expensive, exotic composition. No, these are flowers that are available now in meadows, you know. Oh. Oh my God, this smells so good. And it's just like what bees like to go to create honey. And in fact, what is very fascinating, that the honey note that is utilized from the bees' honey that's made out of these flowers is the honey that goes into a perfume. one particular perfume that I fell madly in love with, and that would be Nettare di Sole. This one here. Matter of fact, I fell so in love with it that today I went to the Guerlain boutique and I said, you guys, thank you so much for the masterclass. I'm a good client. You know, I give you something back. You gave me something. I give you something back. I would love to purchase the bottle of Nettare di Sole. So Nettare di Sole is right here. And of course, I was a little bit sad. So they said, oh, Nettare di Sole, we have it. And they gave it to me. And I'm like, oh, but this is the small bottle. I want the big one. Because if you love a perfume, you might as well buy the biggest one they have. Because it's kind of, you pay less for it in comparison to the amount that you know, per milliliter, price per milliliter. But they said, oh, it's completely sold out. And actually, just yesterday, we received a restock of Nettare di Sole, but we only received it in 75 mil. And Aqua Allegoria or Aqua Allegoria, you know, they made over 44 of these throughout the years, and some new ones are added every year. 2 new ones usually are added every year, and then 2 leave. So they always say, shrewd marketing strategy. They say, if you find one you love, stock up on it because it doesn't come back. So this one I fell madly in love with, and I'm going to open it here with you guys. Maybe let me zoom this in. Okay. I'm going to pop its cherry. We're going to open it together, and we're just going to have, I mean, I've already had my first impressions of it, and I'm in love with it. So we're going to have our kind of second impressions together. Cute, you know, we're used to this bottle. We know the Aqua Allegoria bottles. This little thing turns around. It's like super cheap. I never really kind of like this. But anyway, this little beehive, I get the effect. It's a cute effect, but they could make them a bit sturdier. So we have Nettare di Sole, which means sun nectar in Italian. And hold on, actually, I want to spray it on this. I'm going to take my little bracelet off because I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to put perfume on it. Oh, okay. So, you know, the fascinating thing about this one, I'm going to do a proper review, but this was just to show you, like, how you treat your customers right. Like, when you treat your customers right, they come back for more. But it's not like I have to suffer buying Guerlain. I mean, I'm falling for this brand big time. In fact, just like 2 weeks after getting this one, I'm adding this one to my collection as well. It starts off like something that you might think this might become annoying. It doesn't. Usually honey is difficult in perfumes. Oh my gosh. And the amazing thing about this one, it evolves on your skin. It keeps changing. It keeps adding new nuances. It's amazing. And to think that this is an eau de toilette, but it lingers on the skin for at least 10 hours. I'm going to give it a proper review now that I have a full bottle. I can test it out for a week or two, you know, live with it even more because the sample was just 1 milliliter. This one can really give me the opportunity to really play with it. And so this is just kind of like a first/second impressions, but I can tell you already now, in love, madly in love. And the flowers, you know, connected to this, kind of how they kind of bounce off each other. And the honey. No, Guerlain is doing something right here. Now, I was talking also to the wonderful lady at the counter, who was the same lady, by the way, who also sold me Liu the time before. And so she remembered me, and I said, thank you so much for the invitation. And she was so kind of lovely. She's like, oh, Dacob, let me tell you, thank you so much for the feedback. So kind of you to give us feedback. We always love to hear, like, she was kind to me again. And then I said, I want this perfume. She was so happy that she gave me freebies. Wait, let me show you. This is insane. Again, remember I got one of these already. It's like a whole, for my birthday, she gave me one. It's like a whole set, the whole cream set for a whole treatment, spa treatment for yourself to care for your skin. It comes with 5 different products in there. And then of course, on top of that, you get this beautiful, fluffy gorgeous velvety beauty case with the Guerlain logo on it. So, Mom, this one's for you. I know what my mom's gonna get. One is for my mama. She's gonna love this. And then I was, she started telling me, hey, Dacob, if you love all these perfumes, she's the one who actually told me about certain perfumes that are gonna, there's gonna be changes coming up. But you should check out my other Guerlain video, card up above, to learn more about what's gonna happen in terms of changes. But she also gave me 4 wonderful samples to test out, so we're gonna have a lot of reviews coming up. Stay tuned for that. We got Joyeuse Tubereuse, that's the one I wanted, and she got it. And then I got the what is it called? The Spiritueuse Double Vanille. So we got the double vanilla Spiritueuse double vanilla twice, because it is a double vanilla for a reason. And then we got Tonka Imperial. So I'm so looking forward to play with these little babies. These are, how tiny are they? 2 milliliter samples. Well, better than the Aqua Allegoria or Allegoria samples that were 1 milliliter only each. Here we get a little bit more, actually, we get a little bit more mileage out of these samples because they are a little bit bigger. So this is a 2 milliliter vial. So stay tuned for all of these first impressions / reviews of these little babies here, because before I actually, purchase one of these, I want to know that they really are worth my nose sniffing, because they are pretty expensive, these little exclusive ones. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. First impressions, this is a keeper for me. It is, I don't know, it's simple and yet super complex. It's soothing, it's calming, it makes you feel so happy, but it also makes you feel sophisticated. It makes you feel like, oh, how beautiful it is to discover depth within simplicity. That's exactly what this one is. So let me get to your chats. Paris says, is she flowery? The perfume, you mean? Okay, I can read to you the notes, actually. No, I wouldn't say, yeah, there are flowers in here. A honey accord gathered from exceptional flowers that boasts a surprising aquatic freshness and the radiance of Calabrian bergamot. So we have the aquatic notes, magnolia, honey, and there's a bit of vanilla in there, the typical Guerlain vanilla. And the magnolia is prominent, but the honey just keeps covering it. But it's a powdery honey. It's not a wet honey. It is dry, powdery honey. But thanks to the aquatic notes, it feels like the air, when there's a fresh breeze in summer and it's just so nice and soothing and the wind blows underneath your clothes and you all of a sudden you stop sweating and you dry up, but it's just the right temperature. You feel like you're floating. That's what this one does. Clean, powdery, just the right amount of that aquatic note. There's a little bit of musk in there as well. The honey is to die for. It's rare to find a honey that smells good. This one is just right. And it's the honey from all of those flowers, the summer meadow flowers. So it has a very particular characteristic. It's really, really beautiful. Synthetic and natural, balanced just right. And it evolves beautifully on the skin. I have that kit. Such a beautiful gift, says Lori. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Barbara says, great. I'm telling you, you guys, we should be shifting to Guerlain. Lied to me one says Chanel would never. Chanel. After you purchase just one perfume, they don't treat you that good. They just don't. Daniela says, honestly, Googling Guerlain right now. Like, just go to an actual Guerlain stand, or even better if you can, like a boutique or a little corner shop within a bigger department store. Like, go to Guerlain. Be sure to go to Guerlain. Don't go to some perfumery that also sells Guerlain. That's a different thing. Go to actual Guerlain, where they have the database for all their Guerlain customers. Be sure to put your name in their database as a customer of Guerlain, not of the perfumery that also sells Guerlain. You understand the difference? A handbag says, I used to wear Samsara all the time until they changed the bottle. Now it smells completely. I know, Handbag Diva. Yes, a lot of people complain about the new formulation of Samsara, and a lot of people are not having it. But then again, they're not allowed to use they're not allowed to use the Misor sandalwood anymore, and that was basically the main component of Samsara. But now you can't use it anymore. There's not enough sandalwood going around. They need 25 years to replenish the sandalwood first. So Samsara is going through struggling times. Shop Queen says, which Aqua Allegoria is it? So the one that I'm in love with is called Nettare di Sole. Let me zoom that in for you. This is a brand new one. It's just been launched this summer. Oh, you guys, it's ambrosial as well. It's like a nectar. And in fact, it's called Sun Nectar, and it's exactly the name. They've nailed it. It's also rare these days that a perfume has a name that actually suits the perfume. Sun Nectar. It's exactly what it is. It's like an ambrosial dripping of ripe, sensual drops of honey in the sun. Do you guys know Robin, the singer? You know her album, one of my favorite albums from Robin is Honey. You know that song? This is exactly how this perfume smells like. Come get your honey. Da, 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 da. I can't sing it because obviously copywritten, but that song from Robin, you play that song when you wear this perfume and you're like, ooh, yes. Min says, thank goodness a YouTuber that doesn't wreck the top notes of perfume by rubbing their wrists together. I used to work for Lancome. Oh, never. We do not rub. And we also don't shake a Polaroid picture. Even though they sing about it in the song, you should never shake a Polaroid picture. You take a Polaroid picture, you flip it upside down, you lay it flat, and you just let it stay there for 2-3 minutes. Then you lift it and it's developed. If you shake it, you break the chemicals. Minwade, lovely to catch you live, Dacob. Best wishes from Adelaide, South Australia. Thank you so much, Minwade, down under. Thank you for tuning in, love. Elodie says, wow, beautiful flowers. I'm telling you, and this is, thank you, Guerlain. By the way, hashtag not sponsored. Obviously, I'm just a customer of theirs. I'm not on their influencer list. I paid for this stuff. They were just so kind. This is customer service. This is how it should be. I mean, it doesn't have to be like this, but I mean, this is a luxury brand. This is luxury. We're being reprogrammed to think that luxury means we, the consumer, has to be ready to spend a lot of money. That's how the brands are reprogramming us to think, when in reality, luxury really means that the brand is also very giving. That's luxury. It's also very giving. Yes, you are buying something from the brand, but the brand in return also is very, very magnanimous, altruistic, very giving with showing you how they appreciate your business. That's luxury, you guys. Instead of what these really, really crazy high-end brands are making us believe, they're leading us to believe that luxury is, you should be so lucky that you are even allowed to purchase something here. That's not luxury. That's ripping people off and making them believe, lying to them that that's luxury. This is luxury. You buy one perfume, they send you a bouquet of flowers to thank you and samples. Yes, Guerlain, you win me over, baby. This to me is true. Hey, they might be really bad at it in 1 year. They might change their strategy and all of a sudden they become all stingy. But for now, I am living for this. I am dying for this. I'm begging for it. This is the way I want to be treated as a customer. You treat me nice, I keep coming back for more. Look at this. Just in 1 week time, I went to purchase another perfume. Fell in love with it. It's not like I'm buying something I don't like. I love this perfume. And yes, when they do restock the bigger bottle, I will be getting it too. Because this one will be in rotation for a short while, and then when it's gone, it's gone. Oh. It's synthetic and natural. It's a very interesting thing what Guerlain is doing here, because they know that they have to go the synthetic route because perfumery world is changing. But they're clever about it. They know how to do it. I mean, If Guerlain doesn't know how to do it, who else would? Sidonie says, gorgeous. Lie to Me 101 says, this is how luxury brands should treat their customers. Yes, you guys. And I'm speechless at how giving they were and how this was a noble gesture. Oh, you know, this is how you do it. And you didn't have to break the bank. Me, I didn't have to break. I bought one perfume from them, you know. I'm just in awe. Barbara says, beautiful bouquet, enjoy. Thank you so much, Barbara. Daniel says, full credit to Guerlain for giving their disciples such a magnificent gift. Shopqueen says, Guerlain is amazing. The chamomile of it all, says Paris, right? Norris23 says, wow, amazing customer service at Guerlain. Guerlain is now at the top of my list, says Tom. You guys, and their perfumes are just to die for. Rara says, that's so pretty. Sidonie says, sure beats some stinking tape. You best believe. Daniel says, they are beautiful blooms. Lovely bouquet, says Mr. Philip Fabulous. Fast Luck Style says, pretty. Lily Bumpy says, lovely. Stephanie says, the bouquet is gorgeous and what a wonderful experience. Judy Z says, all of Dacob subscribers will reserve all the Chanel Advent calendar by the end of the... Right? That's a whole other video though. But you guys, subscribe to my channel, thumb up this video, get the new merch. Discover perfumes, because you know perfumes are just love. They surround you, they enhance your life, they make you feel much better. And follow me also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Super Dacob all spelled together. You can also follow me on my Chanel journey. My Chanel collection on Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together on Instagram, and the life of Coco Chanel on Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together. What can I tell you? This is how it's done. Bottom line. So all the Chanels of the world, or all the Hermeses of the world, and all the other ones who wish to be on that level, learn something from this. Take a lesson, will ya? Again, hashtag not sponsored. I bought all of this stuff. The bouquet was sent to me as a customer, not as an influencer, just to be very clear. Making this video out of the love of my heart, you know, because I'm very, very grateful. Very grateful for Guerlain. And also their quality is just amazing. Tom says, Guerlain earned my business. Mine too. I also smelled Louis to die for. Oh no, now it's gone. It's been over a day. But that one is a bit overpriced, I gotta say. But oh my God, one of the best cloves I've smelled in decades. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, thumb it up. And never forget to never give up on love. See you soon. Take care. Bye.